It's the Friday Night Frenzy on News 18. Sports from where you live.
Well, thank you for joining us after that crazy first little half that we had over here. And thank you for sticking around with all those technical difficulties. Hopefully the second half will be better, but that's showbiz for you, baby. Well, we got 3 more games on our lineup. So without further ado, let's just get into the action and take a look at our game of the week. Sports 18's Kelly Hallinan shares with us all the highlights. Kelly?
The regular season for boys basketball is almost over, and tonight Carroll was looking to pick up a statement win against Taylor, who was undefeated in conference play. The gym was loud and packed, and despite trailing in the first quarter, the Cougars were able to get hot on offense and picked up a win to break Taylor's undefeated streak. Carroll takes the floor, but it would be the Titans who jump out to an early lead. Barrismore dishes it inside to Javion Harris, who gets the bucket and the foul. Taylor leads 16-7. Titans keep it rolling. Dre McClatchy pulls up from range and knocks it down. Taylor led by double figures in the first quarter. But Jake Skinner and the Cougars get to work in the second quarter. Skinner buries a three-pointer to get the fans loud. He's back at it, this time getting the three-point play the tough way after a nice pass from Chris Huerta. Cougars down 1 point. Carroll with some nice transition offense. Owen Duff to Chris Huerta, who makes the extra pass to Eli Harshberger. It's all tied up at 24. Third quarter, Taylor aggressive on the offensive glass. Messiah Bebley goes up with it and misses, gets his own rebound, goes back up and goes at it again. Third time's a charm. He makes the bucket and gets fouled. But Chris Huerta takes over for Carroll and starts heating up on offense. He knocks down 3 straight threes to give the Cougars an 8-point lead in the third. But just when Carroll is feeling good, the Titans sneak right back up. Barrismore lobs it into Jay Patterson, who gets an easy 2 under the basket. And they're disruptive on defense, Moore with a steal and flies down the court for a breakaway layup. It's tied 51-51 in the fourth. But Owen Duff makes up for the turnover on the other end. He anticipates Taylor's pass and takes it all the way himself and scores. Final score, Carroll escapes a close one, winning 59-54.
I just had to tell myself, just take a deep breath. Your shot's going to come. Just be patient, and everything just came through. So it felt great. I loved it. It made my team happy, and everybody in the crowd loved it. So Chris obviously was feeling it there for a second. Hit 3 straight threes. Super big for him. That gave us a huge spark in the third quarter. And although they brought the lead back and they tied it back after that, but that was really huge for us to see those go in. We knew it'd be a huge game. We know senior night here, and we're super proud with the community that came out. We knew it was going to be a great environment, and we just knew we had to play well in order to win because they take no days off.
What a performance by the Cougars against a tough conference opponent. Carroll now sits at 17-4 overall. Reporting for Game of the Week, Kelly Hallinan, Sports 18.
Thank you, Kelly. Starting off with the Frontier Falcons, who are hosting an Attica team who hasn't won a single game this season. So yeah, we all know what the outcome of the game will be. Red Ramblers down 21-2 entering the third quarter, which is not ideal, but you have to give credit to this Red Rambler team because they definitely upped their defense after the half. Kyle Stamper comes up with a big rebound, flies down the court to the other side. Now it's up to his team to get things going. But a missed 3 leads to Stamper getting the offensive rebound this time, and he gets the and one as well. But Attica wouldn't get many points after that, especially when big man Justin Schroeder is on the court cleaning up shots and putting it back. But that wasn't the only athlete to watch out for. After all, they had to deal with sharpshooter Dayton Hoover, who would have a nice jumper from the elbow to help his team widen that gap. Falcons would easily fly away with the win tonight, winning 60-16. And that's a beatdown if I do say so myself. Now that game was for sure pretty interesting, but moving on now even farther from home, we have our Road Warrior back in action, going an hour away to bring you this next game. Sports 18's Maddie D'Addario joins us back here on the Frenzy with a look at what all went down in Kokomo. And Maddie, thank you so much for driving and getting this game on air.
No problem, Bree. It's never too far of a drive for the Red Devils. West Lafayette headed up to Kokomo tonight to take on the Western Panthers. With both teams having the same record, this could have been anyone's game. Let's get into the action. This is the second time the Red Devils and Panthers have met this season. The first time the two played was back in the beginning of January. West Lafayette lost that one, but can they redeem themselves tonight? The Red Devils making a statement very early in the game. Donovan Loudermill flying in with a great steal for Westside, and great defense transitions to great offense. Jack Montez putting this one away from outside the arc, getting them on the board first. Panthers looking to put their first points up of the night, and it's Hudson Biggs with a jumper for 2. Loudermill was a menace on defense. This kid had some serious ups on him, getting in front of a player who is almost an entire foot taller, setting it back on the court for Westside. Not only was Loudermill's defensive game on point, offensive game as well, leading the team with 14 points tonight. Looking for his shot, he crosses up a Western player and drains it for 3, making it look easy. But the Panthers had an anything you can do, I can do too mentality tonight. Sending the ball out wide, it's Patrick Hubson with a wide open shot. This time it's the Panthers who put down 3. Back on the Red Devils end, Jack Montez was locked in tonight, getting up and grabbing the offensive rebound. He gets reset, he gets the job done. West Lafayette outscored Western 15-9 in the first quarter, but after only putting up 3 points in the second, the Red Devils weren't able to come back. Panthers take the win 56-42.
And thank you to the entire Sports 18 crew, because without you guys, Frenzy wouldn't exist. And with that conclusion of our last game from Kokomo, we are officially done with the highlight portion of our show. And once again, thank you for sticking with us during all those technical difficulties. But don't worry, we still got plenty more to talk about after the break. Coming up, you'll hear how Purdue baseball did on their opening day and hear what award watch list head coach Matt Painter has been named to. That's all coming up. Stick with us.